Salvation costs you nothing, but discipleship will cost you everything. Salvation occurs in a moment. Discipleship takes a lifetime. Salvation is something that God does for you. Discipleship is something you do with God. Sadly, many only preach a life of decision, not a life of discipleship. The result is then people hit hard times. Life doesn't seem to be working. And they become disillusioned with Jesus rather than devoted to Jesus. Jesus is not a salesman. He's not trying to market anyone, sell anyone, con anyone in any way. In Luke chapter 14, verses 25 through 35, he's going to talk about the cost of discipleship with some of the strongest, starkest language that he uses at any point during his ministry on earth. And he wants to be absolutely, brutally honest with us about what it means to truly be his disciple. A disciple is one who believes in Jesus, worships Jesus, serves Jesus, follows Jesus, obeys Jesus, yes, believes in Jesus, but doesn't just believe in Jesus, lives a life in light of that belief. So Jesus is going to ask you whether or not you truly want to live a life of discipleship. And he's going to essentially say the same thing 4 ways. And he's going to continue to pound the same nail over and over and over and over. And here it is. That nail is this: if you are a disciple, do not quit. Do not quit. We live in a world filled with quitters. If it gets hard, quit. If it gets hard, it must not be God's will. If it costs you something, then quitting is acceptable. People quit on God, they quit on their marriages, they quit on their children. Some of you continually look for the path of least resistance. It's hard, I need to find another way. Everything that matters is hard. Everything that matters is costly. Everything that matters will hurt. And Jesus says, do not quit. Here's how he says it. We read in Luke 14, 25 through 27. Now great crowds accompanied him, and he turned to them and said to them, if anyone comes after me and does not hate his own father and mother and wife and children and brothers and sisters, and yes, even his own life, he cannot be my disciple. Whoever does not bear his own cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.